Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. It's already Monday again. It's kind of crazy. Hello everybody. Today, you can see, got the sewing machine out. Got it rethreaded with some new white thread today, because we are going to be sewing on the binding of the tunic today. That's the main goal. I have some secondary goals in mind if we finish with that. Finish the tunic, and then we need to adjust the pants so that they fit better, because the pants that I have are way too big. And if we finish that, then what else was there? The tunic, the pants. There's a back piece that Richter wears. You can't see it in the render down there. But he has like this leather like slab on the back. I don't know what it is. I think it's supposed to be like to tighten his tunic on, but like if there's this leather slab on his back and it has two belts that go over his shoulders. So what we'll need to do for that is let me show you actually what I have set up for that. So I'm not planning on doing any leather work for this, so I took a piece of cardboard and duct taped two belts onto it, right? And then what you do is, let me go ahead and put this on. So it goes on like this, right? And then that's on the back. And then I'm gonna paint this. I'm gonna paint all of the cardboard black so that it doesn't look like cardboard and duct tape. But something we have to do is put loops on the shoulders of the tunic for the belts to go through. Now, I guess we don't have to. It's not necessary. I don't know if we'll be able to do it at this point. We probably should have done it before we closed the sides up, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, if we can't, and if it looks fine without it, then that's good. But yeah, that's the agenda today. Binding, pants, shoulder loops, and maybe if we have the extra time, we can like paint some of this. We can start painting this on stream. Not that it's gonna be very interesting painting, because it's just you know, painting the whole thing black. But we'll see. We probably won't get that far. Okay, so get some water here. So like I said, I rethreaded everything for white, because we're sewing on white pieces. Here we are. It looks like everything more or less has stayed in place. Which side is the outside and which side is the inside? I guess I'm gonna have to sew this twice. Yeah. Like once on the outside and once on the inside. Didn't think about that. And I did learn my lesson. We should sew it like this instead of like this, so that you don't see the creases on the outside. That at least I can do. I'm gonna add a couple of extra pins, actually, around the shoulder areas, because it's bunching up here. Where are my pins? All right. So, how's everybody's weekend? Hope everybody enjoyed themselves this weekend. I don't think there's a. I feel like there was a holiday. Was there? I don't think there was. There's one coming up, right? Yeah, Memorial Day. Memorial Day is coming up soon. Don't know about y'all, but I get a day off on Memorial Day, so I'm happy about that. But oh, where'd my pin go? There it is. But yeah, weekend. How's everybody's weekend? I got to visit a friend of mine who came down. He recently graduated, and I didn't get to go to his graduation, unfortunately. He goes to a big college, or I should say he went to a big college, and it was invite only. So it was like family only, right? You could only invite or well, I don't think it was strictly family only, but he only had so many invitations to give out, and you know, obviously you're going to invite your family to your graduation first, which is totally fine by me, of course, you know. But that means I wasn't able to be there, which was unfortunate. Although I went to my other friend's graduation first, and they went to schools on separate ends of the state. So even if I was able to go, I probably wouldn't have made it on time anyway. Cuz it was there were two graduations, the first one on Friday and then the second one on Saturday. Um so instead, he's come down for I think about a month before he has to go to his new job. So I got to spend the day with him, and that was fun. It's rare to be able to do that. And you know, part of me is like kind of paranoid sometimes that like because we're not always hanging out, that like our friendship is like diminishing or whatever. You know, because we don't talk all the time, like every day. But every time we meet again, it's sort of like, you know, we get along just as well as we ever have. It's a good feeling. It's it's almost a little cheesy, but it's like, you know, doesn't matter how far away you are. You know, if you're really friends, then you're going to stay friends. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was the highlight of my weekend. Well, also, actually, the next day, the following day on Sunday, I got the opportunity to sing in front of some of my congregation. That was nerve-wracking. But it was a fun experience. I'm glad I did it. It's weird. I'm glad I did it, and I look forward to doing it again. It was the first time I've actually performed on stage since college, so okay. Now I think we're ready to go. Actually, I need to plug in the machine. Just a second. Okay, now we are ready to go. And I'm gonna activate my Castlevania music for the background. Arbitrary, let me know if it's loud or not loud enough. And we'll go ahead and get started. I'll do the sides first, and then do the collar. Well, should it be one long stitch? Would that make sense? I feel like it's safer to do it in 3 stitches. Like in 3 lines. So I'm gonna do it that way. Okay. Move that up to the highest position. And now we are ready to begin. Hello, Captain. Have I tried quantum stitching? No, actually not yet. It's a bit advanced for myself. Yeah, that technique's a little bit advanced. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now. Also, welcome to the stream. Did I say that already? I don't know if I did. Good to have you, as always. I've increased the stitch length to save thread. It was what was it? I think it was 20 stitches per inch before, but I've halved that to 10. Oh, I need scissors. Alright. Just give me a second. I'm gonna go grab some scissors. Pretty cool how I emerged from the darkness, huh? Could you see me over there grabbing these from the drawer? Oh, I don't think you could. Yeah, I was off camera. I was worried that this wouldn't work because this thread is much thicker than or it's not much thicker, but it's thicker than what I was using before. But it seems like it's not an issue. That's pretty good. That worked out nicely. Alright, and now we'll go ahead and do the collar. So how are you, Cap? How are you doing this eve? You having a good time? I hope you are. I mean, if you're not, then that's fine too. You know, you're allowed to have a bad day if you want. Okay. Oh, I almost didn't put the foot down. There we go. And where are we going? Where are we dropping, if you will? Doing well. Long work day, but productive. That's always good. Yeah, the worst is a long day, but nothing happened. Like nothing got done. Come on. Okay. Yeah, that's the worst. Like you don't want a long day where nothing happens. Which is funny cuz on paper a day where nothing happens sounds like an easy day, and it sounds like, you know, like, oh yeah, I'd love to have a day where I don't do anything. But the reality is, like, you just feel bad when you have a non-productive day. It's like, I came here, I wasted my time, I could have been at home doing anything else. Instead, I showed up here, I didn't do anything. You know, at least if you're doing nothing at home, like you're comfortable. You know, you can do whatever kind of nothing you want. But at work, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, depending on who you are, sometimes you might even like feel a little bit scummy about it. Like, I'm just wasting everybody's money and time being here. You know? I mean, some of us could care less or couldn't care less about big company losing money, but you know. I fancy a naked do nothing day. You know, funny thing. I live by myself, but I don't know, I still feel weird about walking around my house naked. Just not something that tickles my fancy, really. I mean, it's not like I'm not comfortable enough with myself or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. I feel more... I feel more physically comfortable with clothes on. You feel? Okay. The top one was the hardest one because it's all like bunched up. I can't tell what of these is threads and what of these is the phrase of the fabric. I wish this, you see how this fabric is like fraying at the edges? I wish it wasn't doing that. But maybe it adds a character. You know, we'll say that. Okay, and we'll do this way. My workday was pretty normal. Well, I suppose not normal, but I think Frank gives it that yummy look. Okay, I'll take your word for it. It's got that scrumdiddlyumptious kind of vibe going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, my workday was a little unusual because, well, every now and then, because I work for the county, so I clean the courthouse as part of my routine. And they had a huge trial today, so there wasn't any parking. I ended up having to like park at the nearby park. Had to walk like a minute to get to the building. It was kind of silly. And you know, you'd think they'd have reserve parking for the most valuable member of their team, but fortunately I forgot to put that in my contract. So I have to walk. However, it does give me a viable excuse to not clean the courtroom. Because usually on Mondays I have to vacuum the courtroom. But kind of hard to do that when it's being used for a huge trial. So, silver linings. Okay. Boom. Cut that off. And now, the binding has been sewn on. Now we can do one of two things at this point. We can just this free flowing, or we can sew that side on as well. The issue with doing the ladder is that I can't see it from behind. I mean, I could guesstimate. I don't think I want to leave it just hanging about. I could see how it looks first, but that would also mean I'd have to take all the pins out. Well, actually, it's already sewn on one end, so taking the pins out probably won't actually have a real effect. Yeah, you know what? I'll take the pins out, see how I feel about it first. Yeah, I'm thinking about the shoulder loops and how we could possibly do that. We could either try to sew them onto this as it is, which I don't even think. Well, there's barely any shoulders on here on the tunic, so that might not work. But we could just wrap blue fabric around the belts themselves to give it the illusion that there's a loop. That might work. And from a distance, theoretically, you wouldn't be able to tell. Okay. Well, I'm going to take the jacket off. I'm going to take the jacket off so I can put the tunic on. Yeah. Um, It's definitely unwieldy. Not having this other end sewn down. I think, yeah, I'm gonna sew the other end down. It's just a little bit too difficult to work with without it. Because this garment feels pretty fragile as it is. So I kind of want to... The more that I can make it feel more solid, the better. You know what I mean? So, to do that, I need to find where it is. Ooh. That's not good. There's a pin stuck there. You gotta stay on top of these things. They can go everywhere. I can't see it. If I used a flashlight, would I be able to see it? That's a stupid idea. What? Just preloading the chat for when I ask you to read it later. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about? Are you trying to activate a sleeper agent or something? Like... am I feeling the ridge in the table? Or... So probably like right here. Well, I've lost my place again. There it is. Okay. Don't want to be like right on the edge, so this is probably a good place. Wish me luck, chat. Hold on. I already sent a disturbance. that's way too far. Maybe I should just do it, like, on top. That would look fine, wouldn't it? Actually, no, it can't be done like that. Because then I'd be... Well, I turn it around like this. Let's see how this does. I don't like not being able to see it, so... Spent the last 3 minutes trying to figure out what window I had open that was making the sound of the music. Realize that you're playing music. Time I'll never get back. That's a good one. Well, you just thought you forgot you started playing some Castlevania music earlier. It happens to the best of us. Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, slow down there, Tiger. My gosh, it's bunching up like nobody's business. Keep it on the straight and narrow. A lot to do. Oh no. Uh-oh. Look at how like bunched up it is. That might not be good. How'd I do that? Well, we really don't have any other choice. We press onward. I accepted that this was going to look jacked up a long time ago. So I want to make sure it's as flat as possible. Saw a guy tie a string to his shoe, tied the other end to the cloth he was sewing. As he pushed the cloth away to sew it, he pulled back with his foot to keep the cloth from bunching up. Tie the other end of the cloth? Huh. That might not be a bad idea, but how do you tie the how do you tie the cloth end to the cloth? Make a hole in it first, I guess. What do you mean you just saw a guy doing this? You were just at work and somebody was doing that? That's rather unlikely, but interesting tip. I've actually used up all my spare shoestrings. All this thread is a little thin. We do live in a society, I guess. A society that forces people to sew on the street. Some invisible thread. Oh well. I'll just take my chances. Foolish as it may be. If only I knew how to quantum sew. Okay, here we go. I'll try to go slowly. If I go too slow, the engine stalls. Okay. Not optimal. Take an unused aux or charge cable, create the same effect. Also use cloth pins for the ends of the string or string-like material instead of cutting holes in your cloth. Also saw a guy do that once. Merge anything you can create the effect of someone pulling the cloth away from you as you push it away. True. I think this would end up being better though. This one ended up being better, I should say. Where's my other armhole? I'm actually afraid that I'm going to tear this thing in half trying to put it on. Uh-oh. What? How the hell did I do that? Hold on. Yeah. There we go. I got my headphone cable stuck through there somehow. Okay, and then fold it around like this. I'm glad I'm going to be wearing pants. This is a very short robe. Is it a Richter cosplay? Looks a lot like it. Well, it sure is. Thank you for noticing. So actually, this is actually. I think he's wearing an undershirt. I'll probably wear this one, actually, or I think I have a white undershirt that I could wear instead. There's some excess cloth here. Cut this off. There we go. There's some excess cloth here, as you can see, like some extra blue. But I don't feel like cutting all the way around, so I'll just go ahead and actually I'm gonna use my handy dandy fabric scissors. You can see what I'm doing here. Boom. No one can tell. It's so tight. Oh. Let me put on my... Oop. Let me put on the sash. Where did I put the sash? Okay, well, I guess I could go ahead and just start putting on pieces. See if it actually looks the part here. Here's the sash. The tricky part is going to be putting the tunic into position and then keeping it there as I tie. Like such. Tie this at the back. This could be longer. I don't want to tie it in like a too tight of a knot, but need to keep it secure. How about that? Boom, boom. Look at me. I'm Richter Belmont. Although I didn't think about this till now, but having sleeves on here kind of hurts the whole sleeveless look. I wonder if I have a tank top, or is it called a tank top or a wife beater? I don't know. And then, of course, he has a headband on. I've set this. I realized that I almost threw these scraps away, but I realized I could use these for the other parts, because he has a headband and he has, like, wraps. So... There's the headband. Yeah. Pretty cool. Alright. And then this, I'll use, he has like, what is it? That's on his left arm. His offhand. This is gonna be the hardest part. I wonder if I should, like, prefabricate this out of, like, Velcro. Or can I make this into, like, just a sleeve I can slip on? I don't know if that's possible. Or if I started it like this. Yeah, that works better. I think. Let me get this going on. Something like that. Maybe like tuck that underneath. Then like that. It's a little loose for my taste currently, but you get the idea. How's this back doing? I could pop that up kind of like a collar, I guess. Look at that. Boosh. I like that. Yeah, that actually kind of works. I don't know if it'll stay that way, but... And then... Here's the belt sort of assembly thing that he's got. I'm not gonna try to put this on like a backpack, but I can. I mean, they're buckles, so I can unbuckle them first. Take off the mic first. Put this other one on. Yeah, see the arm wrap is already coming off. Now you may, if you're astute, you'll notice that these belts are not identical. I don't happen to have two identical belts on me, but these are the most similar belts that I could find to each other. Okay, now here's the belts, so you can see, and there's like the back thing. It's a little high, but it'll do. I kind of, what do we think, chat? Do we need belt loops? Because if you look at the render down there, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's like blue loops on the shoulders here that the belts go through. But it kind of works just as it is, doesn't it? I mean, it kind of looks fine. Actually, you know what? They're on the costume, on the reference, there's loops on the bottom and on the top. Like on the sides right here and on the top. So that sort of like makes more sense. But I think at this point, like the tunic is already sort of a little ramshackle. I think maybe it would be a better idea just to leave it be. Because I think this gets the point across. Unless you think we should try. Is there even enough space on this? Because what I could do is mark where the belts are right now, and then get a couple pieces of scrap. Full sends always. Okay, we'll give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? We ruin the entire cosplay irreparably? I mean, like, come on, get real. Let me grab my marker. I can't, but I mean, I've been talking a lot of shit about my own cosplay right now, but I think, like, it's looking pretty alright. I kind of like how it's turned out so far. Well, I mean, this is pretty much the finished product. What you're looking at right now, this is pretty much finished. So I think for my first time sewing anything, this turned out good. I forgot to shake this. Thanks, Wabus. Oh, and welcome to the stream, Wabus. How are you this eve? You've come at the time where I've just finished sewing all this binding on. And I'm about to put some loops on the shoulders here for the belts. I love me characters with more belts than they need, I'll tell you that. That on there. This is a little awkward. Yeah. Okay. So let's take this off, so we can actually get back to work. So have you been, Wabus? Haven't gotten the privilege to have you in chat lately. You had a good weekend? Tie that in a knot. I like to tie this like this, so I remember that this is the headband. And the other thing is the other thing. And I know the sash is the sash, because it's wider than the others. Come on. Alright, there we go. That works better than I thought it. Because, like, I've sewn it in such a way that you really have to, like, force it closed. So I didn't think the sash would be as effective as it is, but hey, good deal. Ooh. Okay. No, where did it go? There it is. Yeah, space is a little limited on the shoulders here. Chad, I'm gonna be honest, I'm nervous about this one. I don't know why. Where is the... Can I use this? Nervousness is the spice of life. True that, brother. Okay. I need to grab some fabric. I need one of these strips should do. Actually, have a lot of scraps in here. Looking for ones that are already small. Here we go. This will do. I'll cut it off of that. And well, we're just gonna have to do it with white thread, because if I took the time required to actually rethread all of it, then that'd be a little bit of a waste. I mean, it's not hard. It's just it's time consuming. All right, so how long is this? We need it to be about... It's about... We'll do 2.5 inches, just to be safe. 2.5 inches, but it also needs to have some slack so that it can actually fit through. So we'll do... Let's see, 3 inches, like that. Yeah, we'll do 3 inches. Get my chalk again. I'm gonna want to cut 4 of these pieces. This desk is getting a little cluttered. One, two, three. Gosh, wish I could just bolt this thing to my head sometimes. It has a tendency of slip sliding around. Use this side. The last one. One, two. All right. Leave that over there. I really need to stop uncoiling this whole thing. Because then, guess what? You need to wrap it back up. So we'll cut these 4 pieces out. Sew them on. And hope for the best. Oh, you know what? Did I account for the buckle? The buckle should be able to fit. It's not that much wider than the belt itself. Yeah, I think that'll still work. I feel like I've given myself more than enough leeway. Okay, this is scrap, not used. Where are we going? Where are we dropping? I need to get my bearings here. This is the back. Wait, no. Now I'm looking at the front. Turn this over. Flip this up. There's our shoulder. Which way was 3? 2, 3. Okay, that's 3 inches. I forgot. Okay. The problem is it's on the shoulder that curves around. I don't know about this one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know about this one. Well, it's on the sleeve. How much damage could it do? Famous last words, right? I forgot to account for how close I have to, or the inch or so I have to stitch from the outside. Yeah, you know what? I like it as it is. I'm just gonna not, I'm not gonna bother with this. I'm not gonna fuss with it. I think it's something I should have done before everything else. I'm just gonna leave it. I think it looks fine, like free floating. It makes about as much sense anyway. So, if we're not gonna do that, then what else was it that I said that I wanted to do today? The binding, which is done. The loops, which I've opted out. I've opted out of. I can always add them. I can always add them on later. I have the pieces, but there's one more thing. The pants. Pants. Right. Okay. So let's figure out the pants. So for now, I will say that the tunic is done. We did it, team. The tunic is no more. The centerpiece that we've been working towards has been completed. So yay and stuff. That's the first. That's my first sewing project in the books. Well, I guess my first sewing project is technically the glove. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Now, what did I just say we were going to do? Pants. Right. Okay, so let me show you guys the pants. Well, actually, you know what? You know what I said before? About just putting the fabric directly on the belts? Why don't we try doing that right now? I'm going to see. I'm going to see where they sit. I'll demonstrate what I mean. So don't put the loops onto the tunic itself. Because I'm nervous about it. But instead, why don't we just put them on like that. So it looks like they're going through. Pretty clever, isn't it? And then do the same down here. The question is, how? How will I do that? I mean, we could staple it on there, or we could duct tape it on there. I'm not sure what the optimal choice would be. Maybe, well, I have staples readily available. Seems a little dangerous though, doesn't it? Don't it? Plus, I don't think this is thick enough. Or, I think the belt is too thick for the staples to actually work. I am a master of illusion. Yeah. It's too thick. It's not gonna stay. I guess there's always tape. Let me go grab some tape. I'll put it on the underside, of course, so you can't see it. Okay. That might work. You can see that there's some excess tape hanging off the sides though, so I'll need to cut that off so we don't break the illusion. This would be easier if I unbuckled the belt. that work? I think it does. Looky there. You can't even tell. It's just like the real thing. Oh, we'll do that 4 more times. Or 3 more times, rather. Except I'm going to make a smaller, thinner piece of tape from the get-go. Like so. See that? So I don't have to cut anything off. I am a genius. A genius! Nobody has ever thought of this in the history of cosplay. Uh-oh. One of my pieces has gone AWOL. Where'd you go?
As you can see, this is a
Uh-oh.
PlayStation Black disc. Cut number 1 contains
Oh,
computer
there it
data,
is.
so please
Oh, there's a
don't
pin on the
worry.
ground too. That's
But
pretty
you
awesome.
probably won't listen to me anyway.
It was just sitting there by my feet. It's cool. Okay. The same principle applies here. Does this count as cheating, do you think? Or no? Because I mean, like, is it really cheating if it's cosplay? You can't cheat in cosplay, right? In fact, I'd say cheating is encouraged. You know? We should encourage ingenuity. Working within one's limits, if you will. That's what I say. I'm taking a brave stance. Justin Alejandro Gonzalez supports cheating. This is honestly one of the best ideas I've had. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. If you get caught, you didn't try hard enough. Amen, brother. Of course, in the context of a recreational activity. I have to legally say that I do not condone academic dishonesty. Don't cheat on your exams, yada yada. Not that that matters now anyway, everybody's already cheated on their exams. Perfect. Look at that. Faux loops. Let's try it on. That one's really far back. Wow. I think I put those bottom loops a little bit too far back. That's about where they'd be, right? Nope, barely anybody's gonna see down there anyway, so. Okay, good. I think these are fine. I just need to paint these. I'll do that on my own time, though. I'll paint the back portion black. All right, now I'll show you the pants. Oh, don't worry, the shorts are staying on. But here's the thing. Look at how big these are. Do you see the size of these lads? How can I show you the pants while also staying in frame? Okay, so here's the idea. I have no idea how to resize pants. My guess is to, put them on and cinch them up in the it's like I'm wearing clown pants. Look at that. Cinch them up in the back and pin it like that. If I had a baby pin, I could just put the pin and forget about it. I had to do a similar thing like this for my Vaughn cosplay. Okay, let me get a pin. And be very careful not to poke myself. See, I'm cinching it up in the back here. Oop. Need to follow through. I think last time what I did for Vaughn was I duct taped the cinch to keep it in place. That may not be an option this time around. There we go. Okay. So that is cinched in place, or that is, and no, it's not. Never mind. It bent the pin. It's too thick. I could staple it, maybe. No. I've got like white fringes all over my. Let's try trusty duct tape. Good old-fashioned duct tape. At least to keep it in place. Hold on. I have to let go of it first. I keep doing things in the wrong order. I don't think ahead sometimes. Yeah, see, I cinch it up in the middle, like this. Look at how much excess there is. This is the perfect color, though, so I couldn't pass it up. I cinch it up in the back like this. And then I fold that extra stuff over. And secure it like that. It's like that Homer Simpson meme, yeah, where he's got all the clothespins holding his fat together. It's essentially the same idea. It feels the same too. Oh no. See, this is the cheap duct tape. I got this tape from the dollar store. So it's not very great, but it gets the job done. It's not actually I keep saying duct tape, but it's not actual duct tape. It's just regular duct tape. Okay. So you see the tape is holding it together. And then I can actually use just a regular belt to hold it in place. Where is my belt? Give me a second. I'm looking for, because I kept all the belts that I intend to use in this one box here. You know what? I'll probably use these belts for the costume. I'll just use one of my actual, like, daily use casual wear belts for this. But I wonder if maybe we should try sewing this to help secure it further, or if we could just keep it as it is. Oh. Yeah. So, interesting development here. The duct tape came off as soon as I took the pants off. This is a little bit unfortunate, since that means everything I just did has been reversed. So we need another plan. Duct tape is not going to hold it together. Do I have time to look? I might have some baby pins somewhere. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna hit y'all with the BRB. Okay, I'm back. There were no clothespins. There's gotta be a way, though, right? How did I do it last time? Oh, you know what it was? You know what I did last time? I used Velcro. That explains it. I don't think I have any Velcro left, though. Well, why can't I just use a belt? Right? Like, whenever I put the pants on, just do this whole rigmarole here, and then fold it over, and then just put the belt on. Right? Like, why can't I just do that? Yeah. I think I'm overthinking this. I think I'm overthinking it. I'll just do that. Yeah, no worries. Pants are done. That was easy. How do you wear pants that are too big? Wear a belt. It's really as easy as that. Plus, they'll be nice and airy. You want to be cool for a convention. Okay, what else to do on the agenda then? The pants are done, and we've got the whole belt shoulder thing situation figured out. We looked at the pants. I don't think I'm planning on doing any other props. I don't know. I guess we're done. I guess that's it. Cause all right. Well, I suppose the only thing left to do is try it on, right? Try on the whole outfit. So, you guys want to see what it looks like put together? We got the time. We got like 15 minutes left. It shouldn't take too long to assemble this whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and hit you with that BRB again, and then I'll show off the costume because I think we're finished. So BRB. Hello, I'm back. I realized I didn't actually have to, put you on BRB the whole time, just for when I took my pants off. But we're clear of that now. So I could go ahead and walk you through this part. Put the headband on. And I think I will keep my glasses on for this costume, even though of course it's not accurate. I kind of need them to see. I'm not that anal about things, you know, being that accurate. Okay, put this on. This is, of course, is not painted yet, but just pretend like it is. So you can't even tell. And then the glove goes on the right hand. Here we go again. Haven't put this glove on in a bit. This is the hardest part. As you can see, the pants are working fine. You can tell that you can still tell they're a little too big for me, but they fit. Here's the glove. And then put on the wrap. Still don't know how I'm gonna do this part. I'll try doing the sort of tuck maneuver here. I think this is gonna require Velcro. And oh, you know what? You put this on. I found this holster. I don't know how I'm going to put it on though. I didn't think that far. No, I'm gonna take the wrap off for now, because that's not quite ready yet. Oh man, all these belts are so big. Because I need some way to holster the whip. Put that right there. Oop. Dang it. Let that chill out there. Get a second belt. this one for the dagger, if they let me use it. I might not even be allowed to wear this thing. I've duct taped it closed to give myself the best chance, but it's still kind of iffy. But yeah, check this out. What do we think? What do we think, chat? This is basically... Oh, and the boots. Let me put the boots on for the full effect. Oh! Okay, haven't put these on in a bit. It's also probably a lot harder without socks on. Dang it. Oh man. Yeah, you're supposed to put these on with socks. But you can see, and you can't even see my feet, but look at that. Those are the boots I'm gonna wear. I think after the stream ends, I'll work on putting it a little bit more together. Take a photo. I'll probably post that on Twitter soon. But yeah, we're done, chat. This is the end of the cosplay stream. Oh, it's a little toasty. It's a damn good cosplay, very well done. Really came together. Made from scratch. Yeah, I know, right? The biggest regret I have is that this isn't like closer together. I guess you can finagle it a little bit like that. Maybe I should wear the off-white shirt instead, so you could sort of see the trim. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think this looks great. And thank you to anybody in chat that was here for the whole process. Really every part of this, I mean, what didn't we make? We did make the belts. The pants I found. We made the tunic, I made the whip. I found the knife. The glove is handmade. The bandana. Most of it is from scratch. So yeah, for my first sewn together cosplay, I think this oh, you know what? I haven't tried sitting down. That's an important part. Can I sit down with the cosplay on? Yep, that'll do. Just need to be a little bit careful. But yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Went a little bit over. Took a little bit longer to put the costume on than I thought. But we're here. This was a fun project. Every time I've worked on a cosplay, it's been a blast. There's something fun about there's just something fun about it, you know. Putting on a costume is just as fun as making it, I think. Especially when you do it yourself, like I've done here. Like putting on a Halloween costume you get from the store just isn't the same, you know. And you don't really get it until you've done it yourself. So I guess I'll leave this with, you know, I encourage anybody out here, anybody that seems to be watching, anybody that's considered making a cosplay for yourself, go ahead and give it a try. Give it a shot. You don't gotta sew together your own tunic or anything like I did. You could, you know, put together with duct tape and staples, you know, but at least one time, I think everybody should try to put together a cosplay, because it's really something else. And once again, thank you everybody for being here for the stream and for the past streams. I guess we need to figure out now what our next creative exercise is going to be since this is finished. I planned on having more to do for the cosplay tomorrow, but we're done. So, what do we think? Well, we could do that. We were talking about doing the covers for Guitar Hero 2. We could start that on Wednesday. I'll need to figure out what songs are required, because I don't want to do every single song, because that's a little it's a little rough. But I'll see what songs are absolutely necessary to do to like beat the game, and find some karaoke versions of those songs, and because I've wanted to do some I've been wanting to do some singing stuff. I think that'll be a fun way to tie it in to the gaming streams. So that is my current plan. Starting on Wednesday, we'll be back in my booth. Well, you can't see it, but it's down the hall that way. We'll be back in the booth for some singing, to do some Guitar Hero covers. That'll be a trip. No way of knowing how that's gonna turn out. My singing skill is limited mostly to Broadway, so it'll be a learning experience. Like, not actually on Broadway, of course, but like, you know, musicals and stuff. So we'll see. But until then, thank you everybody for being here and supporting the stream. I can't say that enough, because, you know, having people here really is, you know, a blessing. I'm thankful for anybody that decides to show up and give me the time of day. So thank you. But now is the part of the stream where I raid somebody. Let me go to my channel here. And it looks like a Cyric is currently streaming. So I'll go ahead and send you guys over to him. Show him some love and support. A Cyric, did I spell that right? A Cyric. I do have to mention that this costume is pretty comfortable to wear. A lot more comfortable than my other ones, with the had like armor and stuff all over them. This one's easy to wear. That's beside the point though. The point is, we are ready to raid a Cyric. So until next time, I wish you a happy Tuesday. I wish you a good night, and I wish you farewell. Bye, everybody.